are savage. That is just absolutely disgusting. I don't care what you're hunting, that is revolting. There are two most popular types of snares that they use here in South Africa, especially in Bathurst. One is the noose. It is a piece of wire that is attached to anything that an animal can climb under or around or over. This contraption releases this wire noose so that it wraps around the dog, or the animal, either I got such a rise, either its body or its neck. I found them in different states. Some of the noose wrapped right around their stomachs. It had barbed wire, so it wasn't just normal wire they used, it was actually barbed wire, so it was deep embedded into this poor dog's stomach area. It was horrific. So most of the time snares are more around their necks, especially the noose. It seems to go more around their necks than their actual bodies, and most of the time it's just plain wire, not barbed wire. It doesn't really matter. Both are just horrendous, as a lot of the animals strangle, a lot of them die a very, very heartless death and a slow death. It's not a quick death. It slowly tightens more and more the more the animal pulls. Most of the time the animals actually die from lack of water and lack of food, because a lot of the times the hunters don't go and check and they just leave the animals there, which is very heartless. And then the other snare, it's called bear clamp, something like that. So what happens is the animal stands on it, and as their foot touches the lever, it closes, it clamps down on their foot. And I've had one dog caught in this snare. It was horrible. I actually had to go and run and get help, because I couldn't release that claw on my own, as it was incredibly tight and I didn't know where or how to get this poor dog out of it. Thankfully she didn't have to lose her paw, but she was incredibly in so much pain, and I think she limped after that for the rest of her life. This is Viv, Charlotte and Patrick. We're on our way to go and find a dog. Patrick went ahead of us. Oh.
Patrick, we're deep in bush now. Difficult to find, but we'll get there.
Just wait for us.
Just wait for us.
It's just us trying to get out of this mess and not being caught in a snare ourselves would be really nice. We just don't know how we're going to get to him at this point. As you can see, it's really, really thick in here. It's like a jungle of vines.
It's more than vines, it's like prickly bush.
It is like prickly bush. It's quite horrendous. I think we're like more stuck than the dog at this point.
I can see a bit of light.
Okay, I'm following you.
Okay.
You lead the way. Okay, looks like we're going to be doing some calling.
Okay, we're trying to get through to you. It's very difficult. Which side? Yeah.
Okay, you just keep making a noise and we will try and find you. We are in very thick bush, Patrick. I don't know how we got here. Okay, so Charlotte and I have got ourselves in a real tangled mess. But the good news is Patrick went on ahead as a tracker that he is, and he's found the dog. He's sitting there waiting for us. We are a little bit behind and we are a bit caught up. As you can see, I am completely caught up in this vine. Yeah, so we are a bit tangled up in a bit of a mess, but we're on our way. Okay, we're nearly there with Patrick. There's Charlotte. Whew, we got this. I am finally through this thicket. Charlotte is just behind me. Patrick actually had to come and get us. He's gone back to the dog because the dog was howling again and we were worried that he was going to get stressed. So Patrick's run back. I'm here with Charlotte. Excuse my hairstyle, it got tangled in all the thorn bushes and vines and what have you. I've got my own hairdo going on here. There's Charlotte getting through the last of the thicket. Okay, so here we are, finally. We are through and we're back at the pond, which is where we passed earlier. So we've actually done a full circuit away from this dog. Okay, Patrick, where are you? Patrick, the hero of the day, who managed with these tracking skills to get there way before we did. If it wasn't for Patrick, I think Charlotte and I would still be stuck in the thicket. Search party for us. So yeah, it's always good to have a tracker with you when you're on these rescues, as it is very difficult trying to do it on your own. Okay, Patrick, where are you? There's like 3,000 thorn bushes ahead of me.
Okay, let me cut.
No, it's all on the floor. How did you get up there? Did you just go over these thorns? Oh yeah. Okay, Charlotte, let's do this. Okay, people can walk on fire. We can walk on thorns. Okay, I'm through.
Perfect.
There's Charlotte.
Perfect.
Maneuvering.
There.
Okay, we are nearly here. And there's Patrick. Oh, look at that. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, look at that waggy tail.
Look at this.
Oh. Was that on him?
On that day.
That's not even what's attached to him. Oh,
That
hi.
day is this.
Okay, so this is what these horrible snares look like. So look, okay, we've now put a leash on him, so we just don't want him to run away
Come
and get.
feel, yeah, come feel
But
the neck.
look at what is around this poor dog's neck.
Come feel the neck, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we need to tighten.
I mean, this is what happens to these dogs. They get caught into snares like this, wire tightens around their neck, and the more they pull, the harder it tightens. This poor dog. See, that's where it's attached to. Poor boy. So this string is attached to this tree to mark where the snares are always put up in this bush, because this isn't the first one we found in this area. And then here's another one that we found. Look how horrendous this one is. This is horrible. This is really shockingly horrible. How any animal can be put through that torture. These people are savage. That is just absolutely disgusting. I don't care what you're hunting, that is revolting.
I know the owner of this dog.
Thank you so much, Patrick. Okay, so he's going to go home. Thanks to Patrick.
Thank you.
Thank you, Charlotte. Getting loves from Charlotte.
He's my boy.
There, this is what the search is about. Oh, now we're going to go take him home. This poor little dog, look how much weight he's lost. And he looks very dehydrated. I would say he's definitely been in the snare longer than what we think. Probably 3 days. But Patrick knows the owner, so we're going to take him straight home. Definitely had a little puppies. Hey, look here, love. Here's your pretty face. What a sweet little girl. Hi, and thank you for joining us in our snare hunt yesterday. Just to recap, the dog is safely home with his owner. We have handed the whole situation over to one of the organizations here in Bathurst. I don't have the authority to intervene if a situation is needing authorities to step in, as this poor dog's home situation isn't the best. The conditions aren't the best. I don't think the dog's state yesterday was purely because of the snare. That dog, it was very, very thin, and yeah, so we've handed it over, and we really hope that this dog gets the help that she needs. And we're glad we saved her, and at least she's safe. and she's out of that horrible snare.